Well, hey there, Capricorn. This is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a witch and a tarot card reader, and this is a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Capricorn for the week of May 10th. If this one doesn't resonate so much, check out your natal chart and my other readings this week. If you happen to be a cross watcher, keep in mind that the energies might be reversed for you. And I won't be doing private readings for the next little bit while I get my parents' estate settled. So we're looking at the overall energy here, and I think you and your person are on a break right now. I think there is a silence between the two of you, and you seem to be mirroring each other. Um, you're both wanting to talk, but neither one of you is willing to read. So let's look at the overall energy. We're going to look at you, we're going to look at your person, and then we're going to check out a couple of oracle cards here. We have the Hermit Virgo energy here, so you could be dealing with the Virgo. But this is a timeout from somebody. It's quiet, it's reflection, pulling within, consulting your higher self, or maybe you're talking to a friend about this relationship, even a mentor. The Hermit is this very kind of contemplative energy, like navel gazing. You're looking within, trying to figure this out. And I think both of you miss this person. They miss you, you miss them. Five of Pentacles. That is feeling lonely, feeling abandoned, feeling as if you don't have anybody to turn to or any resources here. The kind of key, if you will, pardon the pun, to this whole card is look at the key standing up against the door. She could let herself out of this if she wanted to. And at any moment, either one of you has the ability to pick up the phone or, text to the person or send them a DM. But with this Page of Cups in reverse, this is blocked communication. That's also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with a water sign. But there's a desire for communication here on both of your parts, but there's an unwillingness to do it. So let's look at your person over here. Eight of Wands in reverse. This is communication. That is moving forward, but there's a stalemate here. There's no movement, there's no messages, no momentum here, because it looks like a lot of hurt feelings. Three of Swords, this is a heartbreak, it's a heartache, it's a disappointment. Regardless of how they're acting, they're hurt because there's no communication here. They can't stop thinking about it with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is anxiety and fear. Sometimes it's overthinking or ruminating about something, like replaying conversations, looking at old text messages, reading old emails, looking at old posts. It's really investing a lot of thought energy here, along with the Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords is a rest. It's taking a bit, like a minute, taking a beat to kind of pull yourself together, but they're restless here. They want this to be over every bit as much as you do. And I think you're waiting to hear from them. We have the Three of Wands showing up here. That's waiting for somebody to talk to you. It's waiting for a message to come in, waiting for your ships to come in. Almost trying to manifest it, thinking about them, willing them to give you a call. You may even pick up your phone just to see if you missed a message. Five of Cups is sadness. It's disappointment. It's looking at the past. One thing I think is interesting about this card, you see how there's like a black hole there and she's spilling this water into it? It's sort of like, it's feeding a black hole. It's getting nothingness. You're just looking at what might have been or what could have been or what should have, happened, what I could have said, what they could have said, but should have, would have, could have. You can't go back and change the past. What's done is done here. But there is a sense of disappointment, like this went horribly wrong. Eight of Swords, feeling tied and bound here. You may be feeling a little bit helpless. I think you don't want to reach out. I think you want them to do it, and I think that they want you to do it, you want them to do it, and neither one of you is willing to do it. So this is a little bit self-sabotage here, a self-limiting behavior. The Eight of Swords, she's completely free and clear, but she sees herself as tied and bound. For me, it's a lot like that Five of Pentacles that we were talking about earlier. You could let yourself out of this room, but you're choosing not to, and they're choosing not to either. Two of you are mirroring each other. And we have the Two of Cups. So there's a strong partnership, a strong connection here. Two of Cups is my favorite relationship card. It's past that initial part where you're just kind of obsessed with the person. Like they're in your thoughts. You can't sleep and you can't eat and you can't think about anything but them. This is a more realistic view of the person. It's seeing them for who they really are and loving them despite any faults, because let's face it, we all have faults. This is just loving the person for who they actually are. So there's a lot of love here and there's a big connection. And this person doesn't know what to do either. Two of Pentacles, they're weighing their options, they're going back and forth. I don't know what to do. I want to end this fight with that Five of Wands in reverse. I want to give to this relationship with the Six of Pentacles. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle it. They're kind of lost in their thoughts. They're hurt. They're restless. But they haven't given up on this relationship. They haven't given up on you. They probably are still watching you. Page of Swords here. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So you could be dealing with an air sign. But this is being curious, wondering what you're up to, who you're talking to, what you're doing, watching you online, asking friends about you, just thinking about you in general. I would say that you are pretty much always on their mind. Lots of swords here. I also want to point out they're showing up as a page. We also had that Page of Cups earlier. So there's a little bit of maybe immaturity here, or, a little bit of like that desire for a connection, that desire for communication, but not taking any action that way. Not handling the situation. But it's not going to stay there forever. And I'm not sure which one of you is going to break first. But we do have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and tens indicate the ends of a cycle. The Ten of Swords, in this card, it's particularly about contemplation. It's about thinking, but it's a feeling of being hurt, being wounded by somebody. In the reverse, it's letting go of that energy, letting go, like letting bygones be bygones. What happened in the past is the past. And having a little truthful communication here with the Ace of Swords. That is a card of revelations. It's a card of surprises. It can be about truth, secrets, lies. It's kind of like getting everything out in the open, talking everything out with that Three of Pentacles. That is somebody cooperating with you. They're collaborating with you. It's a friendship card. It's a dating card. It's a communication card, conversation. And ultimately, it's leading over here to a resurrection of this relationship with the Judgment card. That is making a big decision. It's bringing new life to something that you thought was dead. So this relationship isn't over, but one of you needs to break this silence. It needs to be ended here. We have mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. You're both hurt, you're both tired, you're both wounded. You both want to talk this out, but I think you want the other person to approach you, or you want them to admit fault, or maybe like they want you to admit. There's something like that here. And we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. And for me, this is all about that Five of Pentacles. One of you has to let yourselves out of this room. Let go of that feeling of being abandoned and being hurt and being alone and being scared. There is a lot of love here. There is a desire for communication. This doesn't seem to be over, but one of you needs to break this. All right, let me know down below if this resonated. Please like and subscribe, since I do free weekly readings here on YouTube. If you would like a reading of your own, hang tight. I will be offering those pretty soon. All right, blessed be.